Hello there, one and all. Right, back in Blighty. Tell you what, there's a temperature difference. No trouble on that score. Right, unusual this. Stay with it till the end. It's only 3 or 4 minutes long. There'll be bits that don't interest you within this, but there'll be bits that do. It'll be one video today. It's only ever happened once before on the channel, and that was yesterday. There was one video yesterday. I was coming home and I had to do a quick video. My last day in Tenerife. I could only get one out. I've not been well today, folks. Got in very late last night, bit of a delay and so on and so forth. Got in bed about 2:45. Was up for 9 o'clock. I had some business to attend to. It was a pain in the backside. I didn't want to be doing it. I've worked today from home, but not really worked hard. Back in work properly on Monday. And I've come on with what I thought was a terrible cold. It may end up being COVID. I hope it's not, because I've got an important appointment on Monday and I don't want to miss it. If I've got COVID, I won't be able to make the appointment. Hopefully it's just a cold. I feel absolutely lousy. I feel worse than when I went away, but that's life. Couple of announcements to make, and one thank you to bring your way, and I'll let you know how the channel's looking over the next few days and the next few weeks, and then I'll love you and leave you, and we'll get back to some more normality tomorrow and Sunday, and hopefully back 100% on Monday, as I say. Right, firstly, announcement, we've just hit 3,500 subscribers. I'm over the moon, absolutely over the moon. I used to do a congratulatory video to myself and to yourselves for jumping on board at every 100. Now I do it every few hundred, and now maybe every 500. 3,500, thank you very much. I'm really humbled, I really am. Thanks for joining. I hope you stay with us, and I hope we give you some entertainment along the way. I know we make friends along the way. Right, because of that 3,500, this is a massive announcement for me. I've got somebody joining the channel. I say joining the channel. He's going to make an appearance maybe once a week, once a fortnight, when he's got something to tell you. You don't know him, but I'm hoping you'll get to like him. He might ruffle a few feathers. He's not as grumpy as me. I don't know anybody that is, but he's even more outspoken than me. So I might get into some trouble bringing him to the channel, but I'm going to do it anyway. When he's got something to tell you, he'll tell you. You don't know him at all. All I will say is he's got a famous brother. I think you know his brother. You don't know him. He's no superstar by any means. He's just a normal person. His brother was something of a superstar, and he was very outspoken. This fella's just the same. He contacted me a few weeks ago through somebody else. He'd seen something on the channel, and he said to me, I'll tell you what I'll do. I wanted to talk to him about his brother. I said, I'd love to have a chat about your brother. He said, well, we can do that. He said, but I'm just like him, you know. I said, oh, right. He said, if ever you want anybody to comment on world events and what's happening in this country, he said, I'm happy to do it. I said, yeah, that might be all right. He said, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. When you get to 3,500, give me a shout. So I'm giving him that shout now, and hopefully you'll see his first appearance within the next 2 weeks. As I say, he might get me into some trouble, but I'm willing to give it a go. Right, as I say, I've not been well today, folks. My day's centred on watching the Rugby League tonight. I'm a Wire fan, the Warrington... Anyway, that's what I've been waiting for. It's just finished now. We've just got beat. A wonderful game. Absolutely loved it. The day's not been great because I'm feeling lousy, and I was hoping I'd cap off the day with a win and I feel a whole lot better. I don't. I feel lousier still now. We played really well second half, came back really well. If any of you have watched it, I'm sure you've enjoyed a great game. I just wish we'd have had an even better goal kicker. Thewley shouldn't have missed his first kick from where it was. When you're 10-0 down at half-time and you're getting pretty well beaten, and you get back to 10-4, you've got to put that 2 on the board for 10-6. It was okay to miss his last kick because it had been 10 across, would have gone to golden point. But he couldn't miss that first one. It's criminal, really. It's a shame. That's what's done us in the end. But great game by both teams. Really enjoyed it. I hope KR go on and win it now. I'm not so sure they will, but I hope they do. They're an underrated team. They're a great team and they're well coached. Right. So we've got somebody coming to the channel, as I say. Horse racing wise, do a lot of horse racing on here. I've been told by a couple of sources that young Mickey D and Dave the Suit have done very well these last 2 or 3 days. Great to hear. I don't know how many others have gone on. We will be bringing back the Scores on the Doors feature. That'll start again on Monday. I'll give myself the weekend off to catch up with things, and Monday we'll be starting that. Got a few more things to tell you horse race wise. Got a couple of things to tell you Manchester United wise yet again. And I have been keeping my nose to the ground, the ear to the ground, with the latest showbiz news and what's happening on that front. I've just not had the chance to do any videos, so we'll have a lot to discuss from next Monday onwards, I would imagine. And that really is it, folks. Just to say, thanks for jumping on board, as I say. I appreciate you more than you know. I hope you stay with it. I'll do the best to improve things. Oh, and that is the other thing as well. I was going to do in my second week away, I was going to do this series that I promised this the old life story of a YouTuber. Many of you, it won't interest you, many of you. Of course it won't. It'll be like the Tenerife videos. They were only watched by a certain amount, but that certain amount tends to follow everything I do. So I'm going to bring something out there, and I just think as the channel grows, as it gets bigger, which it will do, because I'll put the effort in to make sure that it does, I think people like the idea of knowing that they're supporting someone that they tend to like, or they tend to think is a decent person, or has got a decent backstory. So I'm going to tell you mine, and that way, if people like what they hear, I'm hoping they'll stay with the channel. And if you don't like me, anything I've got to say, just walk away. No hard feelings from me. But I think it's nice sometimes to hear about folk. I quite like hearing about folks. I find it interesting. So we're going to do that. That's over the next 2 to 3 weeks they'll come out. I've been teasing it for 2 or 3 months now. I've just not had the chance to do it. And in Tenerife it was the wrong environment and I just didn't have the time to do it. It's going to take a fair bit of time. Especially when I look at the last 20 years. There's a hell of a lot to go through there. Don't worry about that. Anyway, more of that further down the line. I'll have some messages tomorrow. Don't know how many. Don't know what they'll be about, but there will be some. I do hope you're all well. And again, I'm going to end the message on a thank you, one and all. It's much appreciated. And I really, really mean that. Thanks for the continued support.